Nashies, welcome back to Nashville here at AfterBuzz. This is Season 5, Episode 21, second to last. We're almost done. All right, you know when the glasses come off, you're in trouble. And bye-bye, Zach. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey guys, yeah! All right, we're fired up tonight because we only have this and one more episode after this. So guys, welcome back to Nashville. I'm one of your hosts, JJ Jurgens. You can follow me at JJ Jurgens, and I'm joined by these two ladies.
Hi y'all, Whitney Lane. You can follow me at Southern_Wit.
Hi everyone, I'm Marisa Serafini. You can follow me on Twitter at Serafini TV.
So overall, we were all very happy with this episode, right? We loved it.
It got me all emo. I feel very emo right now.
I mean, I feel like the first 30 minutes were frustrating, just like character-wise and the storytelling, but then the last 10 minutes, totally made up for the entire episode.
It was so good.
I thought it was good too.
There were so many themes that were like, yes, yes, queen, follow your heart, and that's how I felt.
I agree. All right, let's dive into some of those things. Okay, first, let's talk about something I know we're all happy about. We have the Avery Gunnar bromance back.
I do love
right?
it.
I missed it so.
They just seem so like happy, and they like just want to let loose and be dudes again. You know, it's like they've been kind of stuck with these women that put so much, like, I don't know what it does, but it brings them down.
Yeah.
They can't just be who they are, which is the sad thing, because you want to still be who you are in a relationship.
I agree, because I love both of these girls, and I don't want to hate on girls or whatever, but I have to say they've been too much. Like, they've both been
that's
too
why their
much.
relationships don't really work. Because maybe they wouldn't be too much with some other people, but it's a little too much to keep watching and be like, again, the frustrating part. It's like Juliette and Avery. It's frustrating every time. Like, it gets old. So when you see him kind of let loose, and I don't give a crap about this girl on the road with him. Like, girls, slow your roll. But, like... No.
I don't think
he
we
said
had.
it. He said
Did he?
it.
Or, I
Okay.
missed it too.
But again, I'm not getting invested because it's like, even if something happens, it's like, we already see what could go down from that.
It's pretty cool to see these two have been together and like through so much stuff together, all the ups and downs throughout their career, and it's nice to see them. They're actually in the same place, going through the exact same experience together.
And like you mentioned during watching, like, they'll not forget they both dated Scarlett too. You know, they have been through so much together.
And they're just buds. Like, guys can do that easily. It's very funny to me. But they do. I mean, and here's the thing. I just feel sorry for Avery, because here's what I think is happening. Is Juliette already in her mind imagined something bad happening? So every little thing, subconsciously or whatever, she's pushing him further away because of how she's acting. She already thinks something's going to happen, that he's going to cheat, that he's going to do something. So then her actions and how she talks to him, that's making him want to kind of remove, like, remove himself from being so attached. And it's like, she's doing it. Let go. She's got to let go and trust. And this is obviously something she's never been able to do. But she's getting, it's frustrating to continue to watch this.
It is frustrating, especially when she was kind of the one who like had to quote unquote give him permission to go on this tour. And it's like, I get it if you're trying to sell. It's like, yes, go have freedom, go do this for yourself. But he can't do it for himself when she's constantly calling him. And it's like, she's still attached, even though she's not physically there. She's still very much a part of his life and dictating
Everybody's
how
playing
he's
games.
doing, like living his life.
They're all trying to have fun. And he's always sitting in the corner on the phone talking to her. Eventually, he's going to resent that even more than he probably has. He definitely has some sort of resentment, I'm sure.
And her calls aren't just a good, like, hey, how's it going?
about
It's
her.
always, and it's always, like, I need you and I needed it, and it's...
There's no...
And
here's
the questioning.
The thing. In the end, what's going to happen in a relationship is going to happen. But if you don't have the trust to, like, both live your lives and know, like, I have a good guy in my life and I trust him and I want him to live his best and vice versa, like, who knows what could happen down the line? You know, people cheat. Bad things happen. But, like, at the same time, I don't know. You've got to kind of let that go, because what's the point of you living in that fear and worry? And, you know, I don't know. It can't be healthy for her and for the daughter to see, like, I don't know. It's just a lot for me.
But I gotta give it to the girl who was on the tour with them. Like, she did actually bring up a good point. Like, let them be independent. You don't have to fight every single battle.
Independent, not open relationship. Which I do think she applied. Do you guys agree?
That she's an open,
So it was like, okay. She was cool at first. I was like, okay, she gets it. She sees. Until she starts to, like,
push that.
Yeah. It's like you got to respect these other people involved, like their feelings, their history, you know, that sort of thing. But also, like,
and I
be
think
more chill.
you don't talk to him in the thing with your nips out, and like,
like,
you know,
nips.
pushing yourself a little. Yeah,
I'm like, CMT, you're getting away with this right now.
Right. I'm surprised they did.
I don't know. I mean, Avery's a good guy. I don't necessarily predict that he would do anything, but I don't think that he won't be tempted because he sees somebody who's lighthearted and chill and relaxed and can hang with the guys versus someone who's needy and always like jumping to conclusions. And like, how many times has he had to say, "Are you crazy?"
I know.
Right. Too many.
And I would like if. Again, like we talk about, she keeps doing the same thing over and over and over. So it's like you can't take her apologies sincerely. You know, you just like, when are you going to learn? You almost died, and you're still not. Like you said, we still saw her
She's
climbing
gotta
the
get some
thing, and
sort
she
of
still
correction
comes
first.
back to doing the same stuff. So that's when I just start to lose.
It is living out of fear.
Yeah.
She lives out of fear. I think she has her whole life, and I think that would obviously take a lot of time to kind of figure out how to live in like confidence of in your life and in your talents and in your relationship. But like, she's got to do something to kind of work on it, because it's exhausting. It's exhausting to watch, and it makes everybody be like, please just like.
And
you know?
It's tiring to always see Juliette like go through her emotions of complaining or doing something, some type of rant or something's wrong and imperfect in her life, and then she comes around again at the end like, I'm sorry for my ways, like I know this is who I am. Like, we get it.
It's
How many
funny.
times has she done that?
I do see a little like, gosh, sometimes I can be a broken record about some of the same things, and like, ugh, I'm miserable. Like, why can't something change? It's like, well, I got to take a step and like make my choices. Like, it's all about our choices that we make. Again, a lot of people made good points, but like fear, whatever else it is, it's like she has to figure out how to kind of navigate that. I don't know. It's too much for us to watch. I'll tell
She
you
has
that
to do
much.
it on her own though.
Yeah.
He's not the one. Gonna do it
She's
for
got
her.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know
So
what
what's
it's
it
gonna
gonna
take.
because it's been everything you could
Yeah.
possibly.
I really don't
They've
know.
had to kind of separate at times. They've been through the ups and downs.
Yeah.
He's in it for the child at this point because she's got to be a little exhausting. I think he loves her. I do, but like.
She's
I don't know.
codependent.
But they can't go on like this for
But that's her issue.
Yeah.
She's not independent. She's codependent.
Yeah.
And like,
Agree.
even if Avery's not there physically, she still depends on him emotionally.
And she's constantly worried that what is he doing without her? And it's like, you go do your thing. He's not worried about you, and you could. She's kind of cheated before with a lot of people, right? Not on him, maybe. I don't remember, but I remember that guy, that like blonde dude with the accent, and then, like she's done, you know. Just let him do it. I don't know. You have to trust in that. And if something happens, well, maybe it wasn't.
But in
It's
fairness,
hard. I don't know.
In fairness, Avery's the one who keeps picking up. Avery's the one who keeps rushing to her
he's
side and like
afraid of the
giving her
wrath.
that
Yeah.
support and like literally being that crutch for her. He puts himself in that position too.
He's trying, but like the thing is, he's probably more scared of her showing up and embarrassing him in front of everybody and like
creating a scene.
than picking up the phone when she calls.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they have to set some sort of boundaries because that's a lot. That's a lot. Like Gunnar's like, I'm loose, I'm free, here we go.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh, so cute.
independence.
All right. Well, real quick, another woman having some troubles is Jessica Biel. So I'm excited to see the show, and I have it on my DVR from last night. The Sinner, a new USA limited series, follows a young mother played by Jessica Biel, who, while at the beach with her husband and son, commits a startling act of violence she can't explain. A police investigator is obsessed with uncovering her motive. Together, they discover the violent and shocking secrets hidden in her past. The series also stars Bill Pullman and Christopher Abbott. Everyone knows she did it. No one knows why. The Sinner, Wednesdays at 10/9 Central, only on USA Network.
Oh, sounds very far away from the life she currently lives with JT.
That's such a great lineup.
Maybe some of
is.
the drama of Seventh Heaven coming in there, but this sounds good. I'm down.
Me too.
Well, she was so dramatic. That was a dramatic show.
Oh yeah, but like
What did she do?
Sinner's show sounds very dramatic.
Oh, it sounds
Mystery,
suspenseful.
thriller.
Based on the book.
I'm there.
We shall see. The Sinner with Jessica Biel. Oof.
Yeah. There's a review today saying it was like some of her best work,
Well, I'm
and that
excited
she's really
'cause it's been
me
a
too.
while anyway, so it'll be nice to kind of see her back in action.
Yeah,
she's good.
one of my girl crushes.
Yeah,
I love her.
she's
I
good.
love
Yeah.
her.
She's a Tom girl. I would
She
say.
is she is
Love it.
Like
Well,
her.
we'll be watching Wednesday
for
nights.
sure. Yep, tune in, guys. Especially now with Nashville Indian, you're gonna need something else to watch. Tune in.
Definitely.
All right, let's talk about Maddie and her struggles with this commercial.
A girl that's standing up for what she
Yep.
believes in.
Okay.
Proud of her age, and
These directors, they're very contrived. I mean, we work in the industry. Like, I feel like not every director is like this. Why do they keep picking the directors who are unfortunately just a-holes? Especially to people who are like fairly new to the music business, like music video industry. Why do they have to keep getting these guys who will literally like knock down all the green?
Yeah.
I like Alyssa, but that girl's got to step up for her people. Like,
Agree.
Where's her loyalty here? And I guess she's trying to make the money because she answers to Zach, and we obviously see where his loyalty lies with the dollar bills. But like, this stuff would have never happened had Alyssa already negotiated it in advance. Like, I don't know. She's very much like wishy-washy. Like, is she there for Maddie or is she there? It's a hard position, but like, I don't know. This girl's new to the industry. She needs to trust that you'll be able to take care of her when she's shivering on set and miserable.
And I guess, that's why they had to pull up the contract thing. But there's her job to read that contract. I mean, they're putting it on Deacon. But no, it's her job to read that and be like, no, this is a red flag. And this is what, we shouldn't agree to this part of the
Then
the
it does
contract.
came in not having any concern for these people, though. She has no actual relationship with them. She came in to make money. So she's doing her job. I think she's forming attachments, but she's answering to Zach, who only cares about let's get this money, reads a contract, doesn't share all that information. I don't know. It's a tough position for her, but like, I feel like she's got the heart.
Yeah.
Unlike Zach.
Also, in fairness, she's not the PR. She's not a publicist. She's not the one who's supposed to deal with the conflict resolution and all that. She's there for like branding and socializing branding. That's not really, in fairness, it's not really her field to actually deal with those kind of issues that actually happen on set. So like, I think that's my only justification why she didn't step up to that level. But it's really frustrating when you see the people that you work with and you understand that there's an issue and you're not doing anything about it.
Well, yeah, and it's also like, who in their right mind is going to change the song lyrics, put a mascara in there? That's a sellout. Immediately, that's what she's going to be known for. Right. So it's like, and Alyssa gets that. So it's like, it comes back to Zach just being awful.
Terrible. The worst.
Talk about finally seeing some true colors.
Yeah.
The way that he reacts to Deacon, like, sew your role and sit your butt down, boy. Nobody likes you. Nobody even wanted you in Nashville. You chose to insert yourself, and now you're going to come around and be an a-hole about everything? Yeah. Nobody
That's
likes
what I said from day one. Don't trust this dude.
So really, if Deacon gets rid of him, I mean, he's in there for 90 days.
But we already saw the glimpse for next week. Like, he's going to make these people's lives miserable. And when you have the money, if you have that kind of soul, I guess that's what you get off on. But it's really disgusting.
I think it was also power play, too. To be, unfortunately, be put in that position and be like, I'm the only one that can save you now.
But he's not, because these artists can go and start meeting with other labels, and they can find ways and find new homes for them and work independently, as most of them have been doing recently anyways. Like, they're not, like, going to be out of work. They're all talented, and people have seen their potential. But it's also like, what are you, like, dude, nobody likes you. Just take your money and go away, because, like, I can't. I
was hoping that this was it for this episode. I thought I know. We don't.
Gotta have the devil somewhere, and that's him, man. Yep. I don't know.
But I did like, how'd you guys feel about them all bonding together and having that conference call and standing?
I think that's the only way that it could have worked. Because I think what Rayna wanted Highway 65 to be was a group of artists and selling that work and, like, believing in it. And, like, Deacon can't. He did it the only way he could, was bring them all together for all of their opinions. They're all sensitive beings. They all want to like share, but they all stand together, and that's what Nashville is, right?
I love the meeting too, because I think Gunnar said it best. It's like Rayna hired them, and signed them because they are talented. It was for the music and passion, not for money. And I like the fact that it was a group effort, because it doesn't show it's a democracy. It's an actual collaborative effort. And that's what Highway 65 is about. That's why they started.
Daphne wins, though, for the most insightful comment during this show, because not only does that hit home to all of the artists she was talking to, it hit home to all of us watching. Yeah. Because it's true. And she said, like, you would stay because of fear. You would do this and change the lyrics because of fear. And people in this industry, especially, when you know you have a dream and you have a passion and a talent, you want so badly to be able to do that. So a lot of the times, you know, you stay in a way, you stay places to like make the money or to do whatever. And she, as this child, as we all should be living as children, like going after our dreams, but like, it is scary. It's scary for all of them, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's easier for some who are like, well, I'm good. I've got the money as a backup. Like, some people don't necessarily. A lot of these people have #1 hits, so they've got money to, like, hold them over.
Definitely.
Imagine just quitting something and trying to figure it out. But, like, in the end, you live one life. So if your soul's not happy and you don't feel validated in what you're doing and feel good about it, then what's the point?
Right, and when you do that, then that's gonna you're not gonna have the same enthusiasm and passion. Your songwriting's gonna suffer. Everything is. So they'd be better off to close the doors. We can do all this at this point from home, from our own, set up, make changes that
they
do
do
things your way. Right.
They finished Rayna's album literally in their home.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of business things I don't think about, like how do they make money from their songs and where does that go if he's shutting down the doors next week? But it's like.
Well, also the thing is, they were successful before they even had the advertisement songs. They were winning awards.
Right.
They were getting recognition from other artists. Like,
That's
they don't
what I'm
need
saying.
the advertisement. Yeah, it helped financially.
And here's the
but
thing,
they'll be
too.
fine.
Yeah.
Nashville's a community of. I'm sorry, you have this little like. I don't even know what kind of word to use for him. Like snake come into town. I don't think people would side with Zach just because
It's a shark.
you know what I don't know. You never know because again, money talks for some people. But like in the end, these people are talented. They have fans. They have people around them, and we obviously saw that Zach sees the importance of following your heart and being an artist. When Deacon was on stage, and he was like, but he is evil, man.
Yeah, he is.
So hopefully people will rally around and understand like. They made this decision because of this. Seems like you have a community of artists in Nashville anyways that would think that way.
Let's talk about Deacon a little more because we see him really struggling this episode, really looking worn out and just having a tough time with.
Man.
Yeah.
Great for Jesse though to actually do that and for him because we've talked about it. He's always focusing on other people before himself. Great man that he is. But yeah, you're going to crash and burn like in that way. You're just gonna burn out, and then you won't be able to help anybody. And I love that moment. You do need those moments to breathe. Like even if it is for an hour, it is so therapeutic, and that's what he needed. He just needed a refresher.
But another point of like doing something that you know in your soul isn't what you're made to be on earth to do. He's not made to be a businessman and run a label. He did it because he loved Rayna. But once it got away from actually what she wanted that to be too, what is the point of holding on? So he was trying to juggle all of these things and do all of this, but in the end he did need to take that time that was forced upon him to say, oh, here are some clear answers. This is what we really need to be doing. I like it. She doesn't force herself on it. She does things for his good, and she talks about Rayna to him, and he can be open about how much he misses her and how he's still stagnant and not able to move on, which is normal. Everyone grieves as they grieve, and she's allowing for that to happen. She's coming off as a very good friend and a supportive person. She's doing very well. This doesn't make me hate her. It doesn't make me think she's coming in and trying to, be his next girl. Like, those are things that threaten people and threaten kids, and she knows exactly what she's doing. I mean, I do think now we obviously see a little bit of a glimpse of what's happening, but that's the way it's always going to be when somebody new comes in and it feels like someone's replacing your parent, even if that's not the intent.
But I agree with you too. I think the way she's doing it has all been great. Like just making that be about him and letting him, talk because he needs somebody to talk to. He doesn't say this kind of things to the girls and stuff. But even at the performance too, where she's not right up with the girls trying to be, their new mom and like she's like just back behind, kind of. Letting them have their moments.
Right, and also we saw last week, it seems that Maddie would be okay with this, with her being in their lives, but it seems like Daphne is not.
Well, that's
struggles.
just the way it goes, because this is not
young.
something easy to navigate in general, though. No matter how old you are, it's not easy. It's just life, and eventually you figure it out, and you talk through it, and you work it out as you can if people are open to that, and then you move forward. No one's ever going to replace Rayna for him. That's
especially because she's struggling with him not being a real dad, and so she's got a lot of stuff going on.
So it's like finding her place and knowing where you still fit in your dad's life. Like, it makes sense. We all go through it. Let me tell you, it ain't easy, people. That's for sure.
All right, let's talk his performance because
can't.
we were all fans.
Oh my goodness, all the
So
feels.
good.
If I had a lighter, I'd be.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you guys, we were literally like, whoa.
Yeah.
He's good.
We're like,
whoa, he's
what?
good.
I know.
Tears. I mean, I don't even know. I was
Yeah.
like, he's got some. It was Tim. You called it. Tim
Yeah.
McGraw. He's got
The
that.
second
vibe.
song, he
So
definitely that brought him like,
He
oh,
was
Tim.
standing the
Tim.
way you know, I wonder, he is so talented, it's unreal. Because not only like when he was performing, but even in the car, when you see it in his eyes, like, everything he does.
Expressive.
But even his
my
performance,
God.
like how much do you think he practices being a rock
Yeah.
star country dude, standing in front of, like, his face whenever he's singing, everything is so perfect that there's no way that isn't like, you know, purposeful.
He never has a false moment. Like, you never get
doesn't.
taken out of the moment thinking, oh, okay, that wasn't. You know, like, he's just always, like, he's believable as a true country star.
It's
And he's just,
amazing.
like you said, for me, it's always the eyes. His eyes in every single scene, just, like, he wouldn't even have to talk. And you know, like, everything that he's
That's
saying is
that's
so
when
hot.
you know someone's made to do something because
Yeah.
my gosh, he is made to be a performer.
Oh, yeah.
He's a performer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That would be so sad if we weren't all gifted with that because wow, I was shocked.
I so wanted to be in that audience.
I know.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was
and
cool
I wonder if
watching
it was
it.
an actual Opry audience. If anybody
feel
knows,
like it.
let me know because they do the shows all the time there. And I wonder if they purposely said, okay, we got Deacon Claiborne from Nashville. He's performing. So if you're in the audience, you may be on TV.
Yeah, maybe.
And how exciting for people that are out
Yeah.
of towners and coming and, you know?
Yeah.
That's probably what happened because even when they were cutting between song to after song, you can tell the lighting and the production design is actually what you would execute during a real performance.
And he has all of his songs now that he's produced. Does he do like a new song every Friday or something? I can't remember which day it is, but he like
a certain number of singles.
Yeah.
Like the most singles, 50 some. I don't even
Yeah.
know. You guys let us know if you read it. But
Yeah.
I was like, what?
yeah.
He's on it.
He's amazing.
That was really a highlight of this season, I think.
And
I too.
That's also the thing. He deserves this. This is his moment. He's done so much for other people. He needed this for himself.
He also
And I'm
didn't
glad
say-
that
yeah.
other people actually recognize that.
Get
Like
back
he
to-
is an amazing artist. He has a great career. He is a performer. It's like let him get the spotlight. And the sad thing is he's so busy with other people's lives. He doesn't realize how amazing this opportunity is for him. And I love how Jesse was like, do it. This is for you. And the fact that he had this moment, I just really enjoyed.
I think it parallels his life too. I mean, being an actor and you're on the show and then you lose your co-star. I mean, that's got to be very difficult too. And to be like, oh gosh, feeling a lot of weight of like, okay, I gotta, because everybody knows we all love Deacon. Everybody loved Deacon and Rayna. So he's thinking, I gotta carry the show for this season probably a little bit too. There was some of that pressure. I mean, so he's just kind of in person done the same thing as his character because he's just really been that solid thing week after week after week that's just been fun to watch and brings us back and draws us in.
I gotta say, when this show was on ABC, sometimes I would be so over it. I'd be like, this is so soapy. This is so, exhausting to watch. CMT's doing an awesome job. I think for the creator and for the cast to kind of, and the writers to get kind of a little bit more independence and freedom. I do think they probably do to an extent because on a network,
Right.
you kind of have to, they dictate almost and you don't really get to have that full creative power. I think they're getting to have a little bit more of that and you see that coming through. Like this is a genuine show. I don't feel like it's contrived in any way or fake or soapy. Like I feel like it's like, oh, it tugs at the heartstrings. It gets you.
Yeah, and I definitely think the production value has, and I say it all the time, it has definitely upped because when it comes to the actual performances and the music, I feel there's real authenticity there because they actually know what it's like. This is exactly how it feels for real artists. And,
And the lighting and and I gotta say the writers too, for me, I mean what they write is just true to life. It's
and
not
it's Nashville, which is the point of the whole show, right? I'm sure that's what. And speaking of the creator of the show, I thought this was kind of cool, you guys. Last week, I know I missed, and I was so sad, but on a high note, I actually met Callie Khouri and T-Bone at a premiere that we had for work, and of course I told her how amazing Nashville is, so that was super fun, but kind of crazy. And at the same time, this was weird too. I was standing there, and I saw this guy walk by, I was like, who is it? We made eye contact while we knew each other, and it was the doctor that dated Scarlett. I was like, everyone. So even when I'm away from here, Nashville comes to me, which I thought was amazing. But kind of cool little tidbit.
It's so Hollywood.
It is so
I know, right?
Hollywood meets Nashville. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do. I think the show's been super good. I'm super excited for next week.
Yeah, me too. All right, anything else for tonight, guys?
I think we're good.
The songs were amazing.
They were.
They did it up right.
They did.
I actually stood up and clapped. I was like, yeah, that deserves
Oh, I know
standing
what we forgot.
ovation.
Let's
It was
talk
so good.
about how we were all surprised with Rachel Bilson singing her song. And
We didn't even
Yeah.
talk about that.
Yep.
I
So
was
she
like-
teased it today on Instagram,
Yeah.
which I reposted on my story because I was like, what could she be talking about? You guys, I had no thoughts that she would ever sing.
No.
Heart of Dixie, OC,
Mm.
have we
OC?
ever heard
Nope.
that?
Not really.
And she was really good.
Really
and as
good.
we saw, Maddie had to take a step back inside and hear
Yeah.
it. So I don't think she's going anywhere. I think we'll see a story
yeah.
develop
That was
there.
gonna be my prediction. The only prediction I had.
I
I'm
just
like,
said
finally, I'm like, I got one
It's
tonight. I got one.
true.
She's a closeted
Yeah.
singer.
I think she's gonna get saved. Like Maddie might be the one to be or say something
Keep
to
her.
Deacon.
She's got
Somebody will say,
potential
yeah,
there.
because she did have good ideas all along,
who
and she
knows,
never
maybe
really
they
overstepped.
Build
Yeah.
from there without
Yeah.
Zach's money.
And or
She
maybe
could-
they're like a
she's the
combo.
new
some,
Zach.
like
She's
but
the
a
new
better
Zach.
one.
they
a
just
way
keep her
better.
to do like the social stuff and get
Well, maybe she
commercials.
sings.
Yeah.
Who knows? That was cool though.
Because I feel like you don't just drop that bomb. You don't
You
just sing
don't.
one episode
No way,
and
she's
that's
not
it.
gone.
Yeah, like
Zach, bye. We don't care. I
Uh-huh.
think I flipped off the screen a couple times.
and
Excuse
she's
me.
so cute. She looks so Cindy Crawford tonight.
loved
like
her.
beautiful.
And
She's like,
taking
how
off
beautiful.
those
can you not
glasses.
like her though? That girl like kills it in every
Yeah.
show she does. Like she's
She's
just
so
lovable.
likable.
Yep.
Yeah.
She is.
She's
Yeah,
so
that was a
likable.
good one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Taking off the glasses. She was getting serious. She's like, hey.
Yeah, the glass. You knew. Uh oh, it's going down. The glasses
I
are
was
off.
shocked actually. That was a
But it's
good
great.
little. That
Yeah,
was a good
surprise.
shocker.
But it
Uh-huh.
showed that like she got comfortable.
Yep.
Like she's actually okay with this. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I like
Well,
it.
we've always seen that little spunk in her, you know, like when she's
Mhm.
ordering the drinks with Deacon, and like she's had
Yeah,
that little
she's got
spark, but we
something.
haven't seen a lot of
She
it,
just
so it's
needed
fun.
some Nashville to bring that
Yep.
out of her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love
Any other
it.
Or
predictions?
she
Anybody?
needed
Anything
someone
else?
to actually give her an opportunity.
Predictions.
Yeah.
Predictions.
Anything
I
else?
don't know. I do
Dude,
think.
I do actually
Go.
have one. I think because of this whole fallout with Zach is going to get ugly.
yeah.
And he has connections. He can bring in lawyers. It could get really ugly.
I feel like
I
something
feel like
tragic will happen to him.
lawsuits,
And it'll be, oh, thank God.
lawsuits
That's
of something
horrible
like
to say.
breach of contract. I don't know. There's going to be legality issues.
But I feel like
With all
something
this.
like tragic will happen to him. And then it'll be like, oh,
I'm like, oh,
let's
yeah.
Yeah.
start fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want, you know.
Well, he
nobody-
can't fall off a building like.
No, but something
Oh.
can happen. They really got a lot of CEOs they need to get rid of if we haven't noticed.
Yeah.
They need to pick a little bit better. Jeff, Zach,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Boy, bye.
Yeah.
Let's
Bye
leave it
bye,
at that.
Zach. Bye bye.
It's gonna get ugly though. You
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah. All right,
Till
well,
next week.
Yeah, one other tidbit for you guys. So Tuesday here, we interviewed Riley Smith. So if you remember him from the show, he played the hot Marcus that had a little
Yeah.
thing
Rocker.
with
The
with
rocker.
with Rayna, little bad boy. So he has a new album out that is out now. You guys can find it everywhere. For LA people, he's doing a show tomorrow night at the Hotel Cafe. So come out and join us if you're there, because we're gonna all be there for Ladies Night.
We're going to
Um,
rock out.
Yeah, but really good stuff. And then if you want to check out his interview, it's on AfterBuzz on the Tom Girl Show. So check that out. It's great stuff.
Keep up with
And
the
he
market.
said he's open to coming back to Nashville. So writers, if Deacon needs some more people for the label with maybe a little change of attitude,
It's all about those relationships.
he was kind of bummed. He said that they made him into such a bad, because he was reading it going, nobody's gonna like me anymore. I'm
True.
so bad.
That's
But
going
'cause-
to be hard for an actor,
Right?
too. Because you want to be liked, you know?
And at the beginning, we kind of did. We're all like, oh, he's kind
Until he
of
tried to go
and
after
then
Rayna, bye.
yeah,
Maybe he comes around.
yeah,
They play
Fun.
these people really well.
They
They really
do.
do. They pick it, and you got,
yeah.
we're on people's side.
There's
where
some
you wouldn't
people they
think.
could bring back. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot
That's
of random
good.
His
people.
music is what they need right now. Because right
It
now
is.
they're all country, which is great. But they need, again, a different change of tone in their music. And like, yeah, Juliette tried with the gospel, and that was a different sound.
But interesting.
They could bring back rocky or like a
Yeah.
rock style.
But
you know?
like
Yeah.
y'all,
I'm all for
Hallie's way gone, because if you even heard couldn't get a hold of Hallie and Juliette. They couldn't make
Yeah.
it today. It's like, she's just gone.
Yeah.
Girl's written off there.
Yeah.
It's like, you'll put out the music. We'll hear from
Yeah.
her once in a while. We'll hear about her, but she's like off the show at this point.
Yeah, that was a
Whatever.
strange
What
one.
can you do? All right.
That's okay. I'm over it
The
anyway.
finale.
All right, guys. Next week, and I'm so sorry because we actually both won't be here. I'm gonna be in North Carolina.
You're right.
I will be
Yes.
working for the same movie. Maybe I'll run into somebody else from Nashville and we'll have
Yeah.
a cool story. But we're so sad. We will be tweeting along. I'll try
Yes,
to call
I
in
can't
for
watch.
sure.
Yeah,
I'll
It's-
still be here.
Yes, Marisa will be holding down the fort.
I will be holding.
And then
We will
so
be
we will
following it.
see you the next season. But yes, tune in next
We
week
know
to
it's coming
yes.
back at least.
Yes.
There's no way it can't.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay, Nashville.
All right. Have a good week, guys. Bye bye.
Where can we follow you?
Oh, I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
Good one. You go.
You can follow me on Twitter at Serafini TV.
You can get me at Southern_wit.
And you can follow me at JJ Jurgens and JJ.Jurgens on Instagram. Bye,
See
guys.
y'all.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz y'all later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.